Hello guys, today's video is all about wall stacking. The primary point of wall stacking is managing to get two walls as close as possible to each other, and we've all seen how to do it with 2 layers of walling. Today though, I'm going to show you how to do it with 3 layers of walling, which will consist of honeycomb, high external, and honeycomb around your base. Now this can be implemented in almost any base design you might have going, but for this demonstration we'll be using a cylinder design to build this from. You start off by placing 7 foundations long on each side of your base, forming a cross. And then you want to go ahead and remove the middle parts, leaving only the inner and outer ends. On your outer end you want to place 3 triangles forward, and then from your inner end you want to place 2 triangles forward. As a result, we will get a small gap that is a perfect size to fit in a high external wall, while having honeycomb on each side. The reason for the gap is triangles are smaller than square foundations. And now we want to extend the ends of our triangles just a bit and remove these foundations that are no longer needed. As you can see, the high external wall fits perfectly, but before we start placing our high walls, it's best we finish all sides of the cross to form our square. Now you don't want to throw your first external wall anywhere. You need to remember that each external wall takes up 3 triangle foundations, so go to any corner and line up your first external with the first 3 triangle foundations to avoid any gaps later on. And when you're extending your honeycomb, do not change direction, only go straight until each side meets. Sadly, the corners do not connect with each other, but it's not a big deal. Place triangles around the gap to solve it. It might not be aesthetically pleasing, but it's effective. If you want to make your compound bigger than this, all you need to do is make your primary cross longer, but only use the last 7 foundations to make your final result for the perfect gap. As you can see, a gate also fits perfectly in that gap. Where you place that is up to you, but you need to really be careful that you place it in the middle between the 2 honeycombs. If it's too far to one side, you won't be able to wall that off afterwards. At this point you can upgrade everything you place from on now. Do not upgrade your foundations until you have all your high external walls down, in case you make a mistake and need to patch it. After we wall out the outer part, you can see how close we can place a doorway to the gate. Obviously you want to get as many doors leading to the gate as possible because we want each side to be as strong as the next. Wall off everything in honeycomb. But if you're playing on a server with decay, it's not an issue because the high externals are so close to the walls that you can place windows on the inside of the compound to repair the walls whenever needed. Obviously we need 1 window for each high external wall, so decide which floor you want your windows to be. Place 1 window every 3 triangle foundations as shown here, so window, wall, and so on. Now where your windows are, you can either have it as open space as shown here, or you can honeycomb it. You know, instead of using walls to honeycomb, just use door frames to get to your windows. In this demonstration we'll just have it as open space, but it's really up to you how you go about it. Now people can jump into the window, so just use a reinforced window frame or any other kind of frame you want, and don't worry, it doesn't stop you from repairing the high external. Another thing that is optional is whether or not you're going to put roof pieces on the top. Personally, I'm just doing this for aesthetics. It doesn't really offer you anything other than hide the fact that there's honeycomb inside. But in reality, I'd suggest leaving it open, just in case someone manages to raid tower, they'd be more likely to fall into the honeycomb than just walk over. And as far as raid towers, you don't need to worry about that too much, since you can place tool cupboards on each corner of this build. But where you put your cool cupboards is up to you. Cool cupboards, bro. Inside the design you can fit large furnaces, refineries and so on, anything you want. It takes 14 C4 to break into it, and that is not including the base inside. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Thank you for watching and subscribe for future Rust content.